Hello, hello, and welcome to Psychic TV. I'm your host of Psychic TV International, also known as Psychic TV Australia. I'm your host tonight, Rayleen Cable, and we welcome you, welcome you, welcome you. Now, tonight we've got an amazing psychic coming to the screen very, very soon. For some of you, you may already know her because she has been on our lines earlier today, and she has been definitely connecting with some of you privately. So, tonight we're going to have a little chat about this wonderful psychic. But she's not just a psychic. I think she's a bit of everything. So before I go on, I'm just going to say, right at the present moment, as you always know, I like to introduce you, let you know that we've got some amazing psychics on and who's online. And those psychics are always on in the background, even when we're not doing the show here on a Thursday or a Saturday night. So firstly, I'll just quickly go through the list of people we've got in the background if you are looking for a bit of a private consult. Okay, so we've got the amazing, and I have to put my glasses on, everybody. The amazing Grace on pin 9888. We have L Intuitive on 9901, pin 9901. Also, we've got our wonderful Jags in the UK, and she's online, so she can still take your calls on pin 9160, as well as our wonderful Judith Sky. And hopefully, our wonderful Judith is healing and feeling wonderful. She had some things happening, but she's on pin 9125 and ready to take your calls. Also, our wonderful Natalie Norton Baker on a pin. Where's your pin gone, Natalie? 9810. And Tabitha on 9146. Wow, wow, wow. I've got a lot to talk about today with our wonderful psychics. And we have Tarot Sparkle on and pin 9910. And also our Vanessa Fra on pin 9900. So if you're wondering what I'm talking about, there are wonderful psychics always in the background, and they are ready to take your calls, whether it's a little bit of guidance you're wanting, if it's a little bit of just reassurance, or just someone to talk to who can really understand from that deep connection. Here we go. We've got our wonderful psychics in the background, but I have a beautiful soul that I'm going to bring to stage. Firstly, I need to say hello to everyone that has popped in. Sorry, guys, my eyes have been really lately, so I have to wear my glasses a little bit more. But anyway, I'm happy with that. At least I can see what everyone's saying. So, hi, Jocelyn. Hi, Psychic TV Australia. Hi, Anna. Hi, Tara. Hi, Andrew. And hi, Penny Lane, our beautiful regulars. And thank you, thank you, thank you. For those coming in for the first time, how it works, yes, you will get a reading. Not everyone will get a reading, but we do our best to cover as many as we can and to get as much done as we can in the 1 hour show we're on. So, like and share our page. That's all it takes. And then leave one question or maybe two, no more than two, because it's a lot to get through in the short time we've got. So, no more me talking. Well, yes, I will talk, but we'll bring our wonderful guest tonight on, and that is, and I have to bring you to the stage first, Nikki. Hello, Nikki. Now, Nikki, I just
Hello.
have to ask a really big question. How do I pronounce your last name?
Hello.
Hello?
I can't hear you.
Can anyone hear me? Can someone tell me if you can hear me? Can I? Okay, hang on. Can you hear me here, audience?
Hell. I can't hear you.
You can't hear me. Oh, I hope somebody could hear me. Can anybody tell me, can our guests please tell me if you are able to hear me? My microphone's there, so it should be working. Let's bring it up here. Can anyone hear me now? Can hear you, yeah. Okay, Nikki, we seem to be having a problem from your end, my darling heart. So I might pop you back. Uh, can production please let Nikki know in some way that we can everyone hear Nikki as well? Because I can hear you, Nikki, but you can't hear me and everyone else can. Here's she's smiling. I love that. Okay, yeah. Okay, so that's really bizarre. Like Nikki can't hear me, but I can hear Nikki, and you can hear Nikki. So, can production let Nikki know? Oh, I'm back again. Just like that. Thank you, production. So, what we're going to do is try to work out why Nikki can't hear me. If you can all hear me, that's a good start. Hello, Robert. How are you, my dear? And you could hear both of us. Thank you, Penny. Thank you so much, everyone, for letting us know because it really does make a big difference. Now, if I sound a little bit like Kermit the Frog tonight, forgive me. I've had a little bit of a sinusy thing, I think. So, but I'm here here and I'm with you. And I love being here on the Thursday nights with you all because you all make me feel so amazing. But I also feel the love. That's what it's all about here at Psychic TV. I say Psychic TV International, but we're also Psychic TV Australia. And some people may not realize that, but we are one of the same. But the only difference now is that we also reach the rest of the world. Now, tonight, I hope you're all, nice and warm wherever you are and having a beautiful day. Or you've had a beautiful day and a beautiful evening. So, when we get our wonderful Nikki back, which should be very soon, we'll see if we can get her back to the stage now and see if she can hear us. So, all right. Hi, Nikki, can you hear
Yes,
me?
darling. I can hear you now. I was
Oh,
thinking,
bless you. Everyone could hear us, my darling, but you couldn't hear me, which is really hard if I'm hosting the show and asking you
yes.
questions.
I'm not a lip. I was trying to lip read.
Welcome to
Okay.
the show, my darling, and for some of
Thank
you
you.
here tonight, this might be the first time you've actually met our wonderful Nikki. Now, I did ask that big question because you've got a beautiful last name, and I just didn't want to pronounce it wrong. So, may I ask, how do you pronounce your last name?
With Mickey Eloise.
Eloise, yeah, I thought it
Yeah.
might have been, but I
Yeah.
just wanted to make
Yeah.
sure. So
Yeah.
yeah, I love that. It's got a beautiful ring to it. So
Oh, thank
Nikki,
you.
this is your time to shine with our
Yes.
wonderful crew, and I say our crew, there, our family, our Psychic Team
Yes.
family. And for those of you coming in for the first time, please like and share our page and pop a question or two, and we'll try to get to those questions. So Nikki, can I ask firstly, where are you
Yes.
from?
I grew up in Queensland, but I currently am living in Adelaide. But I will be
Adelaide.
moving to the
Okay, beautiful,
sunshine.
beautiful.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
so that's a really good start. So for those of you in Adelaide watching us, you've got Nikki really close, a lot closer to you than she is to me. I'm on the Central Coast, New South Wales, so we're
Yes.
at a bit of a
Yeah.
distance at the moment.
Gorgeous.
So, I'd love you to share with everyone, my darling, who you are, how long you've been working with your talents, and what
Yeah.
you love to do the most with what area, like I'm a hypnotherapist, a Reiki, whatever. I mean, they're all just names, but they're
Yes.
some of the talents I have. But I am a
Yeah.
medium. That's what I love the most. What
Yeah.
is who are you? Share with the audience, my darling. This is your time to shine.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Um, so just discovering my gift, it was a funny thing because I really didn't know that this was about 12 years ago that I really didn't know that I was a true medium. So it was very
Mhm.
interesting to really understand that and, get that clarity and that guidance from other spiritual, teachers themselves. So it's been an incredible journey for me. I probably love the most, being a medium. That would probably be my
So your
favorite job
forte
of all.
mediumship, yes?
Yes, yeah.
Beautiful,
And I'm
beautiful.
also very good psychic as well. So I've been able to predict many, many things that have come into fruition. That's global events and future partners, which is amazing, like
So love's a big
actual
area.
names.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
To know.
So I've got the nickname as the Love Guru,
Oh,
which is amazing.
okay.
And yeah, it's just an incredible gift, and I realize like, a lot of people that go through a lot of the dark night of the soul, a lot of people can go through these times in their life where they have these obstacles or they lose a loved one or, there's some sort of setback in their family. But I think the real blessing is coming out of that is really discovering your gifts because I think everybody's got the gift,
Yes,
especially
yeah,
women,
I
especially
agree. I
women.
agree. We're all very
Yeah.
intuitive, and some of
Yeah.
us will
Yeah.
further develop it, and some of us will be unsure about how to explore it more because it can be a bit
Yes.
scary. I remember I've started
Yeah.
at a young age, so I used to see things
Yes.
that I shouldn't have seen. But
Me
I understand
too.
what
It's a
you're
very
saying.
scary thing.
It
Yeah.
can be,
It
but
is a
if you
very strange thing.
yeah, and
Yeah.
if you've got the right people and the right support and the right, let's say mentor sometimes, it can
Yeah.
really make it so much easier. I imagine,
Yeah.
have you done some teaching yourself, my darling?
I just haven't had the time to at the moment, but I've got all of my ebook and courses ready to go. I just have to make it all pretty and do
I
that
love.
sort of stuff. But I'm
So
not
what
so tech savvy. So
I'm the same, my angel. If I was, I think I'd be a millionaire quite over
yeah,
10 times because I'm actually
yeah,
great with ideas, but
yeah.
just knowing how to implement them with the technology. Geez, we've got a lot of people coming in saying hello to us both, and
Oh,
much love.
lovely, lovely. Yeah.
So I didn't want to interrupt. Keep going, my darling. So just share a little bit more about where you're from.
So I think as I was just saying, like as a little girl, I said to my mum, we were talking about this the other day, and I said, Mum, did you not think I was odd? We had this joke about things because I was saying the other night when I was on here, um, about, how I used to play with my dolls and pass them up to somebody imaginary on the couch. But my mum used to say I would have all these really old-fashioned names where I was talking to people. And she said it
Yeah,
was like I was generally actually passing my dolls up to somebody that was sitting on the lounge and talking to myself. So
wow.
um, yeah, and seeing my grandmother and even I was married quite young, seeing my husband, ex-husband's nan at the door, that was crazy for me. Like I was really startled to see the doorbell was ringing that day and my dogs, I had two beautiful dogs, and they're off on their back legs sort of barking. And I just remember seeing her at my front door. Not what she passed in and not what she
Yeah,
was buried in, but she had this beautiful jade green cardigan, this skirt on, and I was just, yeah, I was mesmerized. I was actually
yeah,
very afraid, but I was not so
yeah.
scared now.
Yeah, and it's funny
Yep,
because sometimes even as a medium you can have those startling moments, and that's the truth. I
yep,
know myself. I've been sitting on my lounge and the door just opens. And
yep.
like the weird thing is like it's really loud to get into my door. And then the knob
Yep.
turns and then yeah, I've
Oh,
had some crazy things go on.
oh
But
yes.
I guess the key, and this is a good thing for anyone who's, developing their higher self more and understanding their own self-awareness and intuition, is that, the the less you can fear, the more you'll see clear, if that makes
Yep,
sense. Oh, that
yes.
rhymed.
That's funny. And I think
Yeah,
a lot of people too, where they've got all the clear senses, some people are very, what are their clear senses? But a lot of people do have that sense of smell,
yes.
like in like old homes. I never forget waking up at 3 in the morning and, we could smell like bacon and onion cooking at 3 o'clock in the morning. And this is like an old 70s home. And for anyone watching, if you've ever been into an older home and renovated an older home, you might find there's been some really, you know, scary things happening in the middle of the night or kids might say who's that standing in the hallway, but it's funny how a lot of the time the older homes do have that sort of presence in them. Have you found that
Yeah,
before?
100%. I mean, because
Yeah,
I've done paranormal investigating as well,
yeah, yeah.
and used
You're
equipment
so
to.
brave.
Yeah, yeah, I know it's been great. I've been so
Brave.
blessed.
Yeah.
I don't get afraid as much. When I first went outside of my comfort zone, it was a bit unnerving, to be honest.
Mm,
But once
yeah,
you
yeah,
get into the flow, as you know, and
yeah,
you have that divine protection, you just kind of like
yeah,
you with it. So
yeah.
we've got so many people liking and sharing. So do you want to start with
Lovely.
reads for now? And we'll come back a little bit more, Nikki.
Yeah,
You
sure,
you're stunning,
absolutely.
by the way, gorgeous girl. Let's have a look. I'm just going. There's a few new names, so I'd like to acknowledge them as well. So we got Regan King. Hello, Regan. I'm going to pop his question up on, and we will
Yes.
come back to more. Um, I would love to ask either Nikki or Raylene, well, more Nikki tonight because I'm the host tonight and not the psychic as well. What
Yeah.
they see ahead for me, please. So, what do you see for Regan, my dear?
I'm just going to have a little look closer. I can't get a little emoji. Um, I see work. I don't know if she lives in the country, but I'm feeling somewhere a little bit more remote.
Yeah,
But I am seeing change around work there. So there feels like around the home and work, there are going to be some changes moving forward. So, and within that too, it's always a little bit uncomfortable when you're going through that kind of change because sometimes it can come a bit unexpectedly. But I do see either a move or a new work, some changes within the home front, which is going to be a positive outcome moving forward.
wow,
Yes.
that's beautiful. Thank you, sweetheart. And
Yep.
Regan, we do hope that really has assisted you, my darling. And I think, if anything, Dal, just take with it and flow with it. Sometimes when we get a psychic reading or something, at first it may not always sit well because it's like, oh, and it doesn't always make sense. But
Yeah.
obviously, because we're looking ahead,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not always going to sit right there and then, if you know what I mean.
We'll see you on
Okay.
the timeline. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and I love the fact that we are here at Psychic TP. We've got, honestly, the best psychics, I believe, and I wouldn't say
Yeah.
that unless I believe that we did have, to be
Yeah.
honest. I'm not a person to say that otherwise, you know what I mean? But we have got so many talented psychics. We've got a few on the line in the background, but right now we're with our wonderful Nikki, and she's here to do some little reads and also just to share a little bit with you. Now, earlier on, you mentioned that you are putting together some online courses. What would they be involving, if you don't mind me asking, Nikki?
I've got sort of my numerology book is it's very in detail. But
I
yes, it's all about mapping out partners, loved ones. We're looking at everything with their pinnacle number and the changes that are going on. But it's great to teach women because I mean a lot more women. There are probably a small percentage of men that I think are a bit more open minded to zodiac signs and astrology, which is so gorgeous when they are. But
yeah,
yeah, I've got my tarot course ready to go. And I also have another girl that helps teach with mediumship. So I want to do a bit of a co-collab with her. And
beautiful, beautiful to
yeah,
hear
I'm
that.
really excited to do that.
And
Yeah.
I think, the truth is too, Nikki, it's a beautiful time right now
Yeah.
for anyone,
Yeah.
further in developing their own soul's awareness.
Yeah.
This is the perfect time in the
Yeah.
consciousness.
Yeah.
And I,
Yeah.
I know I go on about that, but
Yeah.
it really is. So if you are looking to develop your intuition or to understand numerology or that, maybe people can, catch
Yeah.
up with you, either online with us here at Psychic
Yeah.
TV
Yeah.
International, or just check you out and find you a little bit later and see. Yeah, because there is
Yeah.
so many beautiful options, and I love hearing that you're doing something for the collective. It's all
Yeah.
about connecting, it's all about helping people to
Mm.
really come into their own, if you know what I mean. And I think that's beautiful. All right, I'm just going to have another
Yeah.
quick look. So
And I
many
think that
questions. Yeah, you're right.
yeah.
Sorry, I didn't.
Oh, no, I was just saying it's so good to help people really come into their purpose as well. When spirit can show us perhaps whereas some people might have deferred from university or chose a different career path, and when
Exactly.
a grandfather steps forward just to confirm that this would be a great avenue for you to go down, the time would be perfect right now to kind of start studying again or perhaps change that career, and just seeing somebody live their best life is the best outcome we can have, isn't it?
100%, my angel.
Yeah.
I have another reading ready for you, my darling. So I'm going to
Okay.
bring it to the screen and read it for
Yep.
you. So,
Thank you.
this is from Diane, have liked and shared. Can you see me having my hip up and can you see me moving? Thank you. And thank you, Diane, for liking and sharing, my darling. And to each and every one of you for liking and sharing. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You should definitely have a hip operation. And I'm being shown number three. Now I don't know if this is in 3 months or 3 weeks, or it may get brought forward. And I'm seeing her getting some help, whether it be her sister or another female. I want to say it's her sister. Somebody will
Ah,
be helping her that's female. I do believe it's sister I'm hearing.
beautiful,
But she
beautiful.
will move, but I feel yeah, I feel there's no rush to move just yet till the hip has been done.
Yeah,
Otherwise we'll be back to
yeah,
square one. Yeah.
yeah.
I want to say
Makes
almost
sense.
around February. Yeah.
Wow. Wow, wonderful. That's beautiful, darling. Thank you so much, Nikki. That was a lovely read.
Yeah.
And Diane, we
You're
really do
welcome.
wish you all the best, my sweetheart, with your hip operation and getting it done sooner than later,
Yeah.
and also with the move coming up. I like this. Loved and shared. If we could love it and share it would be great. Now, we've also got another one. We're going to do a little back to back just for a minute because we're going to get back
Yes.
to
Yeah.
every day, my darling. If it gets too much, you just pull me up there,
No.
Nikki, okay? Because
No.
I'm like a little, I don't know,
I
steam train.
can't see the writing. I'm sorry. I
I'm
didn't want to have that
I will
last
read it
week.
for you. That's
Yep.
all
Thank
right,
you,
my
Dan.
darling. So this is from Carrie. Loved and shared, but we know she's liked. Would love to know if Nikki sees me changing positions at work soon, and thank you.
I'm seeing a male boss, and I don't know if there's a David, but I'm hearing David. Um, she will move jobs, I feel, very soon, to be honest. Even going, I'm hearing November, but it could be end of October, if that's what she was looking at.
Yeah, wow, wow. So this year, you feel, Nikki, you feel like it's going
Yeah,
to,
definitely. Yeah.
and
She's
it's
got the
something.
energy to propel forward at the moment.
Yeah,
But
I can
I'm
see that.
hearing David. I'm hearing a David. So there might be a G
Yeah.
initial associated with a new employer or something to do with work.
Okay,
If
I
that
love it.
helps.
Yeah, it has, my darling. And Carrie, thank you again for loving it, loving and shared page. But yeah, please like and share and love and share if you like to. We've got another one back to back here. Just we're going to do a few
Yes.
and then we're going to have a
Yeah.
little moment to share with everyone. And this is
Yeah.
from Dana.
Lovely.
Hi, Dana. Hi, liked and shared. Will I meet a soulmate BF soon? Boyfriend. I think that BF is.
I'm being shown he's either from Queensland or he's going to be from WA because I'm seeing somebody that would be light-eyed. He's dark blonde. He's quite tall, which is great. We always like a,
Tall,
nice and
dark.
tall man. But I do feel he'll be coming in. Now, he could be a Sagittarius. I do feel he'll be a fire sign. I
Oh,
do. And he's
yeah.
got very light eyes. He's very dark blonde. So I'm seeing blonde arm hairs, if that helps,
Oh,
okay?
lovely, lovely.
He'll be gorgeous, very hands-on, very helpful, can renovate, can build. He'll be everyone's dream husband. Yes.
I like that. I like that. Thank you, my darling. And Dana, yeah, keep us posted, my darling, and let us know. We'd
I'm
love.
being shown an S initial too, okay?
Oh,
An
okay,
S.
okay. That's interesting.
Lovely.
So let's see what happens for Dana. All right. So, all right. Now, one of the things I like to share, I know I've got a feeling our show is going to go very quick tonight. I can just feel it in
Yeah.
the energy. Um, but I do like to ask, if there, and I do this at different stages of the show, but if there was anything that you would like to share, you've got the world stage right now. That's how I look at it
Yeah.
for you, Nikki. If there was
Yeah.
something right now that you really could share with people to help them in their journey moving forward, what would that
Yeah.
be?
Having faith that the universe has your back. Because I always tell people, when life feels, disrupts, takes the rug out from under your feet. A lot of time people lose hope. And I just always know that your loved ones are always around you and there's always something coming in, always. It's always
Yeah,
going to work out for your best, your higher good. And I think too, a lot of times, another thing I like to add is people say, what's the sign that my loved ones are around? We get this all the time. I never see any signs, but it can be waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning, in the witching
yeah,
hour, or it can be looking at your clock and seeing 11:11 or seeing their name or date of birth on a number plate. But there's always signs, white feathers, birds coming
yeah,
really close while you're having an afternoon coffee outside. It's like that's a bit strange. Why is this bird coming up to me so close?
yeah,
And just knowing that, when you've been doing readings for so many years, just confirming, did you have this bird come up to you the other day and you're describing what the bird looks like and you're saying that's a loved one in spirit. So I
yeah.
think just knowing that always things work out for your
Yeah,
higher good.
for the
Yeah.
highest. That's a beautiful
Yeah.
message, darling. And I think,
Yeah, yeah,
for everyone, it's not all, we don't always get obvious signs. And,
yeah,
being a medium myself, sometimes they can be the most subtle signs.
yeah.
But sometimes I think we look for that grandeur. It's like, oh, if mum, to fix the light on,
Yes. Yeah.
it's going to be mum. Do you know what I mean? But it's not that easy for our loved ones in
And
spirit to make
one thing
light.
I do get a lot as well, sometimes before I do a reading, I'll get a song in my head. So a lot of people are
Yeah,
listening, and like whether or not you wake up one day and you have this old song in your head, and you're like, what? What's this song? I
yeah.
always tell people, look up the lyrics of the song because there's always a message. There's
Yeah,
always a
and even
message in
though
it.
you don't know the song, the words may be exactly what your loved ones wanting you
Yes.
to understand and know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. And and,
Yeah.
and I think, when we're open, just that willingness to be open
Mm,
is the key because,
yeah.
grief also plays a big part when it comes to losing a loved one. When
Yeah.
we
It's
lose a
awful.
loved one, we naturally shut down as a human. We
Hmm.
naturally shut down and close off
Yeah.
to the world because we're going through our own internal processing of that loss. So the more that we can remain open from our heart, I think the more we
Mm,
can allow our loved one to come through,
yeah.
or loved
Yeah.
ones often,
Yeah.
not just one. There's always more than one. That's what
And
I
that,
always find anyway. Yeah.
yeah. And I always find too when somebody's just, recently lost someone when they're having a reading with me, it's it's very fresh, very raw. A lot of the time they are quite closed off that time and obviously can, be years before they kind of regain
Yeah.
that strength again or just be open. And I think that's why they come to us because they just want to, they want to get that confirmation because all of a sudden you were just saying that everyone shuts down, which is very true.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's natural too, just for people to know, because grief
Yeah.
has its
Yeah.
own little way, and everyone's will grieve
Yeah.
very uniquely. Exactly. And I think we can talk
Yep.
about it being mediums because we both understand, we've seen the pain from our
Yep.
clients. We also see
Mm,
how their loved ones are trying to
yep.
hold them in this beautiful,
Yeah.
loving space so they
Yep.
don't go through more pain than what they need to.
Yeah.
But, and it's always good to be
Yeah.
able to
Mm,
talk about things and to be able to talk about your loved ones. They love that because then they
yeah.
know that you're staying
Absolutely. They
connected.
love it. Yep.
Exactly. All
And
right.
I'll
So,
tell you one thing I've learned, Ray. I was
yes.
going to say one thing I've learned through doing readings, because I never used to always celebrate my birthday, but the amount of spirits that, loved ones coming through and they'll acknowledge, you didn't celebrate your birthday this year. So I'm thinking, oh, the birthdays are really, it's really a big deal now. So now I like never not miss my birthday and never not, do a little cake for myself, or even if
Yeah.
it's a small thing, I always tell your loved ones are always around you on special occasions. So
Oh,
always
okay.
acknowledge your birthday. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I love that. What star sign are you, if you don't mind
I'm
me
an
asking?
Aries. I'm an Aries.
I knew you
Yeah.
was. I had a feeling you
Yes.
was. I'm a Taurus. And I can
Yeah.
just tell by your beautiful,
Yeah.
not just your
Yeah.
beautiful looks, but your beautiful presence in the way that you express
Yeah,
yourself
yeah.
is very
I've got a lot
Aries.
of Taurus. I've got a lot
Yeah,
of Taurus in my chart.
we're
Yeah,
going to hang out with each other, I think.
yeah, yeah.
All right,
Love
darling.
to.
We've got everyone waiting. God love you all. We do love you all here at Psychic TV, and we do appreciate everything and all your time and energy when you come in, you like and
Yeah,
share. We've got so much, and I'm just for the regulars, I'm just going to share a little bit tonight and say there's a few new people in that haven't had a chance. We will try to get to you with some
yeah.
of your reads as well. And like myself, Nikki's got a little bit of a cough in that, so please forgive us both. But we're here,
Yes.
and that's all that matters. Okay, this is from Dina. Hi, Dina. Thank you for liking and sharing our page, sweetie. When do you think my house in Rosenberg will get sold? And thanks.
Are you listing this privately? I keep feeling like you're going to get an offer, whether or not you've taken it off the market or pulled back with something there, because I feel things have been slow. But I do feel there'll be an offer or somebody um, may make an offer privately. It feels a bit more like that, to be honest, than getting what she wants to get, whether it's through a real estate agent. It feels like somebody else may offer her something that will be a better price.
Better price.
Yeah,
Excellent. That means more
yeah,
money coming to Dina. And
yeah.
I think
So
that's
don't rush to sell it, because I feel there'll be if you think I have to drop the price because it's not selling by this date, I would just hold off with that and just be patient, because something's going to come in that will give you the amount that she wants. Yeah,
love that.
definitely.
Love that. What a beautiful read. Thank you so much, Nikki. And Dana, let us know, sweetheart, how you go. I just want to give you a little bit of confirmation as well, sweetheart, because Carrie's a validation for Nikki. Yes, I have a male boss, and my husband is called David. How beautiful. So there you go, sweetheart. Just to remind you that you
I think
are on.
Carrie was on the other night. Was that Carrie
Yes,
with
yes.
her son? Yeah, gorgeous.
Yeah, I love that,
Yeah.
isn't it? So you must have been on recently with Harry, is that right, my darling?
Yes, yes,
Oh,
yes.
beautiful. How
Yeah,
is
we
he
had a
doing?
technical.
I don't see him much these days because we're both doing
Mhm.
different things. But
Yeah,
oh,
no, he's
we've got another big one, so I'm going to read this
yes,
one.
yeah.
Um, Jocelyn is one of our regulars as well. So welcome back, Jocelyn, and thank you for liking and sharing our page. Hi, gorgeous ladies. I hope you're doing well. What does the future hold for me? So that can be a bit of a broad question, but we'll see. Do you see any good news or positive opportunities coming up for me soon? Thank you kindly.
The first thing I was being shown with Jocelyn, and this doesn't have to mean that you were born to be a writer, but I do feel you've got a story to tell, and I'm seeing writing, but I do want to say you've got a great imagination, and I feel she's a great writer. And I'd like to say, a lot of people go, oh, I haven't done a journalism degree, I wasn't good at English, but I always say people can write a book. I am seeing connection to the UK with Jocelyn. I don't know if she's going away, but I am seeing a UK connection or a UK trip. I do want
Wow.
to add, which would be very
Jocelyn,
exciting.
don't forget me. I need a holiday. Come and get
Yes.
me. I'll go to the UK with you. Excuse me. All
I'm
right,
seeing I
Jocelyn.
definitely,
That's all,
yeah.
my darling. And Nikki, once again, my sweetheart, you are doing absolutely beautiful readings, and thank
Fabulous.
you so very much, my angel. All right. Let's look. We're gonna scroll back a little bit. Okay. Everyone's loving this. Okay. All right, this is a good one. This is from Belle. Okay, so hi Belle. It says, "Hello there. I know you liked and shared our page, Belle. So we'll just love you for that. Um, Anything that my guides want me to focus on? That's a very good question.
I feel really, really have, I mean, we've all got confidence, but some days we don't have confidence, but really have confidence in yourself and your abilities. Belle, you're very psychic yourself. Are you feeling that as well? Very
Yes.
open? Yeah, I actually feel like you could go down the path and developing your spirituality and perhaps to look at doing some Reiki healing. But I do feel if had a question mark around getting pulled to the metaphysical side of things or the spiritual studies, I would definitely pursue that because I could see her doing healings or kinesiology or definitely
Mm,
healings. I'm seeing Reiki. So if
yeah.
that's something that's been on your mind, I definitely feel you're open enough and very tapped in to be able to pursue a career in that. And I think it will do really well for her.
Yeah, I love that.
Are you
Thank you,
feeling
Nick.
the same? Are you feeling
Yeah,
that with that? Yeah.
yeah, I was actually, yeah, and it's interesting because being a psychic, even though I'm the host as well, I still
Yeah.
feel those things, and
Yeah.
it's nice.
Yeah.
I like to give you guys the stage every now
Yeah.
and then. If I feel like I need to share something. I ask
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Lovely.
you're doing an amazing job. You don't need me to back anything or anything. You're doing absolutely wonderful. So I'm just going to, sorry, I have to put my glasses on a lot these days because this old lady's getting older. So I hope you're having a beautiful night wherever you are. For those of you stepping in or coming in to see our show a little bit later, that's okay. We're still here. We're doing some amazing work and we're looking forward to doing some more reads. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, let's have a look. I'm just doing a little bit of it because there's so many beautiful people that we read for regular and so many that we are getting in for the first time. So,
Fabulous.
and I love it because we have such a beautiful, honestly, following both nights, the Thursday and
Yeah.
Saturday
Yeah.
night. And without
Yeah.
our beautiful soul family, I guess nothing would really happen. I've just got Anna here, so I'm going to pop Anna up and read that
Yes.
to you so you can hear it. This is from Anna, who is another one of our regulars. Hi, Anna. Thank you again for liking and sharing. Lovely. She says, like and shared, lovely ladies. Hi, Nikki. I just took my glasses off. I need to put them back on.
Yes.
Will I be financially stable soon? That's a really good question.
Yes, and I don't know if Anna is living coastal, but I am seeing coastal. I feel like there's a blessing coming in. Now, this might be, some not just to say, we're waiting to kind of, consolidate and get a good win, but I do feel there will be some unexpected money coming in your way, whether that be through insurance or something coming in that would be not your normal way of thinking that you're going to receive the money. But I do feel there's going to be something come your way out of the blue, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I do feel I see her having a very stepping back definitely. I keep seeing walks on the beach, so I do feel she'll be having some leisure time very soon. I do feel, even in the 2 year mark, I feel things are gonna really ease up for her.
Lovely,
Yeah,
lovely. And
yeah,
that's the best thing sometimes when we can get that confirmation
yeah,
that we are finding that balance again. And I think and please quote me if I'm wrong here, Nikki,
yeah.
but I think to be honest, a lot of people have gone through so many transitions in the last 3 to 4, maybe even 5 years,
True
not
color.
just emotionally, but
Mm,
spiritually,
mm,
financially. There's been, I think every level of every being on this planet has gone through some shifting
yeah,
last
yeah.
5 years.
I
And some of,
agree.
yeah.
Mm,
So, I mean, just for all our viewers that are tuned in and connecting with us tonight, just remember you're not alone because I think that's important. Some people feel like, oh, it's only me that's not finding that, stability in my finances. It's only me that's not having a loving
mm.
relationship. But in truth, I think you'll find that, you're not alone. There'll be other people like yourself going through the same thing.
And
But
do you know what
we're
I do
best.
as well? Oh,
Mm,
sorry, I don't want to cut you off. I always
you're
say to people watching, when sometimes everyone can agree that they've had times like, why isn't nothing moving? Why isn't things coming into fruition? I
mm,
always say, usher your home in plants, look at feng shui aspects of, the house. I put cinnamon at my front door, little good witchy things. But I have a plate of rice on my fridge with a candle and a coin and a plant
some
with a
things you
crystal.
do.
Yeah,
But
so I really do. They say
yeah,
to move 27 things in the
yeah.
house.
Yeah, and it's very true because once you shift
Mm,
energy, it doesn't mean
yeah,
your own physical energy necessarily.
yeah,
It's just a matter of
yeah,
removing some things, a bit of furniture. I have my staff at my front door, which protects from that end, and then I also have
yeah,
my cross on the front and back door. That's just me.
yeah,
That's so.
yeah, yeah.
Plus, I have lots and lots of crystals everywhere. If you could see my room right now, but it is really important
Crystals, yeah.
to
You've got
yeah,
lots.
to mix, to change the energy and to
Mm,
also open up the doors and windows sometimes to let the old
yeah,
energy out so the new energy can come in, so you can welcome new energy. I love the
yeah,
fact
yeah.
that you had mentioned that you do feng shui. If you need a drink, please feel free, darling,
Oh,
because
yes.
I'm a
And
good
I
little
always say moving the body.
no, that yeah, because it shifts things. Now you might say, "Oh, my life seems
Yeah,
like it's never changed. I always seem to do the same thing." We'll change it. It's a little bit like just do it.
yeah.
That's what I say to people. I
Shake,
know,
shake your body.
shake it,
Shake like a zebra.
yeah, put some music on,
Yeah,
put some of the best tunes on. I use my bowls and my bells,
yeah,
and as soon as I walk into my healing room, which is the room I'm in now, I play everything. Everything goes on.
yeah. I've
Everything's
got,
tapped.
yeah,
Yeah,
I've got 963 hertz just playing here because that's what I
yeah.
usually have in my room
Yeah,
too. Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah,
So it's about, you may not have a lot of, it doesn't even, if you don't even have a crystal or you don't have
yeah.
a Tibetan bowl, that's okay. Don't feel
Playing
like you have
music.
to have it. Just maybe bring a plant in. So, something that you can bring maybe from the outside in to bring some
Yeah,
energy and life into your home.
yeah,
It might be a
yeah.
potted plant, or you might just get a plant out of the garden and put it in a pot and bring
Yeah,
it
even
inside.
cutting gardens while you go for a walk, taking a few people's roses off the bushes. Apparently, we're
Yeah,
not allowed to do that anymore, but I have done that in the past.
we can do whatever we want.
Yeah,
I'm
can't get in trouble.
well,
Yeah,
I believe that, we are free spirits. And of
yeah,
course, if we honor and respect those around us,
yeah,
who do
yeah,
something to harm
yeah,
another, why can't we? The
yeah,
universe is ever present, abundance, and we're not meant to not experience. And I think
yeah,
the truth is when people realize the more that you can have the things that you want and desire, the more
yeah,
you're gonna naturally be drawn
mm,
to those things coming to you, or
yeah,
the right people coming into your life, or the right opportunities around work
yeah,
and love. So I
mm,
do have another, I love talking, don't worry, everyone knows it
yeah,
now. All right, everyone, thank you for your patience, but we do love to share here. It's not just about psychic readings, it's also about sharing some wisdom with you to be able to take and either take it or not take it, but if you can utilize it, why not? And this is a magnet to love. I like this. I like that name. And magnet to love is obviously watching from YouTube. So thank you. You have liked and shared. Can I have a future love reading, please? And thanks. So that's from
oh,
magnet to love. Oh, I like that. Hmm.
okay, okay. I'm first feeling that there's something that's unfinished. Okay. So I want to say, have you got a new person coming in? I feel like there's somebody there that you've either met before, and I feel it's very twin flame type of feeling that I am getting. So it could be an old friend or somebody that maybe it was not the right time, but I'm
Yeah.
hearing something's unfinished. So
Yes.
maybe if just say you met somebody and they went off with somebody else, it could be that you guys are going to be coming back together at the right time. So I feel there's going to be I'm seeing that 1111, that real, coming into alignment there.
I love
So
that. I love that.
very
Yeah.
beautiful, beautiful energy coming in.
And I like that because it always leads me into something else. And we do hope that's helped you, Magnet to Love. I do love your
Mm.
name, by the way.
Doesn't have to
Um,
be an ex-lover, but it can just be, somebody that you've met the right wrong place, sorry, wrong timing.
yeah.
Whatever happens, like sliding doors moment, what I
Yeah,
say.
and I think we could do a little chat about that because timing's
Mm,
really important. A lot of people say,
mm,
I've been waiting, waiting, waiting. When is it going to be my time? Now, when you go on a deeper level with that, often if it's not divine timing, if it's not going to bring the best opportunities for you, the universe will
yeah,
hold it up. It's the same as if, you were meant to go in for an operation and for some unknown reason someone else got in before you.
it's
It
so
may
funny.
not have been
Yeah,
that you were ready completely for that operation. Do you know,
yeah.
it sounds simple and silly.
Yeah.
The truth is the universe works in such mysterious ways. And
Do
when
you
we
know
learn
after? Oh
trust,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
You'll laugh because because I read into things a lot, and not everyone has to think the worst of the worst. But I won't have any surgery on a full moon. So I remember having, this was last year. I had a my nose had to be redone, and he had me booked in a full moon, and I just prayed that because it was the only date, and I just always
Really?
being a
Yeah.
medium, it's always it was an unlucky number as well, and I literally got a phone call. There'd been a cancellation that got brought forward, so I was like, it's just amazing how always say things work out in divine timing, you know.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. So for our
yeah,
viewers watching, just keep that in mind. I know you might be waiting for that bonus or that perfect job or that
yeah,
perfect soulmate. Don't
mm,
give up on knowing that it's possible. I think that's really
yeah.
important.
And
And I love that. Yeah,
yeah,
you
and I do tell people as well, like to listen to frequency before they're going to sleep, just with the headphones. Like put your phone on your chest, lay there before you're falling asleep, and just
yeah,
ask your loved ones and your guides to come through and give you the messages that you need to know and to hear. And they will give it to you usually in the early mornings as you're waking up. But you might remember a dream, but there's usually a message in that. And I can tell
yeah,
everybody if they ask to receive, they will receive the message, whether it be the first night, second night. But you really want to train your body to be open, your mind to be open. So I
yes,
always tell
that's
people, and you have
very
to be still. You have to be in that meditative state. Yeah,
Yeah, I love that. And it's so true. It
yeah,
still is the key for receiving, to be honest. When we're too busy, we can't
yeah,
receive.
yeah,
So when we just have that moment of pause, we
yeah,
allow, our own divinity to
yeah,
connect with those who wish to come through or the messages
yeah,
that need to come through for our highest
yeah,
good. All right,
yeah.
my darling, I have got another reading here. Are you ready to
Yes,
do another one, sweetheart?
yes.
Let's pop this to the screen. And hello, Catherine, and welcome, welcome. Liked and shared, thank you very much for doing that. Just curious, in relation to work, what do you see happening there? Thanks so much.
I don't know if there's been I don't want to say setback, but when you're sort of having some workplace changes where you kind of feel, oh, you've been in a workplace for a while and you go, oh, there's been some changes here. We've got somebody else new within the in the with your colleagues and things like that. There could be something I feel a bit challenging there with her, and I don't know. Um, when I say a setback, if there's something a little bit unfair within her workspace or her work environment. But I mean, she can confirm in a moment because I'm sure she can text in a second. Um, but I do feel like there's going to be something around a claim, if
Okay,
that
that's
helps.
interesting. Yeah, yeah. And it's interesting because, sometimes when things like you're saying, when we're
Mm,
talking about timing and everything like that,
yeah.
and again, that comes into play with the
Yeah,
reading
it
what
will
you're
make sense too. But picking up on that as well, Catherine, I actually see you being able to work for yourself, and I'm thinking very good with your hands. So whether you're thinking about starting a little hobby, whether it be candle making or jewelry or sewing, it's something that you'll do with your hands that I feel you're going to actually make some sort of income doing. Whether you've put your mind to it or thought maybe I might want to start this, there's something that you will be doing that's going to be creative that will bring in money.
I love
If
it, love
that
it.
fits, yeah,
That
yeah,
does fit, darling. I've just got to try
yeah.
to. You're gonna laugh at me. Oh, there we are. We can take it up the screen now. I had to find it. I had to do a lot of scrolling because everyone's been
Oh,
so
that's
beautiful.
okay. Yeah,
That's why I was taking my time in
yeah,
all of that. Okay, so there was one here that I thought would be really lovely,
yeah,
and I mean they're all lovely. And like I say to everybody, we don't always we do our best here at Psychic TV
yeah.
International to do as many reads as we can, but we also have to nurture our beautiful guest psychic, so they don't wear themselves out a little bit. Okay, and I've got this one because you are a medium, so I think this one's a beautiful
Yep,
one
yep.
to pop up. Okay. And hello, Kathy. Kathy has asked, liked and shared foremost. Hi, Nikki and Raylene. Are there any messages from my mum? Many thanks.
Yeah, the first thing I'm being shown with your mum, I don't know if there's any significance around purple flowers. I don't know if I'm looking at like an orchid or something to do with, like the hydrangeas or something purple here, if that's significant with her mum, Kathy. Um,
Ah,
and I don't know if it's coming up to her anniversary and if you're putting anything that she'll be highlighting that you'd be putting in memory, like on her grave here, or, I'm being shown you either putting flowers at a grave or to do with her anniversary here. So it could be coming up because I do feel it's the first thing I am being shown here with your mum, Kathy.
oh, I love
Okay.
it.
Sorry, two other seconds.
Sorry.
And I don't know as well, if you have a brother, but I am hearing brother, Kathy, as well. So it's like give love to my brother here. She can confirm that in a moment.
Yeah. So if you can confirm for us, my darling Kathy, yeah, please do because I'll keep scrolling while we're talking at the same time. I'm good at
Yeah.
doing that. So, honey, we hope that has helped my doll. And, you
I'm being
know,
shot a bell. I'm being shot a bell. So whether or not she has a bell or there's a doorbell that may ring, because I feel, when I'm being shown that usually it's indication that you'll hear a sound like that. Sometimes spirit will interact through a doorbell. So if you have a
yeah.
bit of an odd little ring or a half ring, it's usually your mum coming through.
Wow, wow. I love that. I love that. And we have to say hello to Anna from our wonderful US. She's one of our regulars that
Oh,
pops in.
lovely.
And yeah, it's nice to see. Now we've got also who loved and shared. I love when
Got some
people say,
beautiful readings today. I
sorry.
was on Psychic TV today. I did some beautiful readings today. Beautiful mediumship readings today.
I,
Yeah,
I love that, and
yeah, it's
this is
gorgeous.
the important thing for our viewers to know. Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
before I go too much into everything, Nikki, are you going to be on line later on after the
Yes,
show?
I will. Yes, I'll probably
Okay,
just have a cup of tea, and I will be. Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So Nikki will be, just for all of you who are still with us and coming into the room, Nikki will be online after the show when it finishes at 9, which is only
Yes.
15 minutes away, but she will
Yes.
need maybe a 10-minute break to have a coffee
Yes.
and
Yeah.
refresh, no doubt.
And I will be
So
on Friday as well. Friday night.
yeah, oh great.
Yes.
Every Friday night. So
Yeah.
that's good, and I guess the best way I can describe it to everyone, anyone wondering when we have our guest psychics on here, how do we catch up with them off Facebook and off YouTube?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? You can go to www.psychictv international and
Yeah.
scroll our page, and if we are online, the psychic that you are looking for is online, you can look at their profile, have a really
Yeah.
good understanding of what their tools are, how they work with their magic, and I don't say magic, but how they work their magic.
Yeah.
Uh, but so it's a really good thing, and we do have psychics on 24/7 because we are Psychic TV International, but also known
Yeah.
as Psychic TV Australia. So you can at any time,
Yeah.
connect with our wonderful psychics, here at Psychic TV
And you know what
International.
I love as well, Raylene, about obviously being in the spiritual space, there can be a lot of, jealousy in this space, but I love that little family that we've got with Psychic TV. But I always say to people, if you ever can't get in with somebody, there's always a little message that another reader may give you that you need to hear. There's always a bit of
Yeah.
everything. If you went to 10 different reads, you'd always get something that you'd take away,
Yeah, everyone's got
Yeah,
something. Everyone's unique in their way of,
yeah, connecting.
presenting it or
Yeah,
giving it to our
yeah,
clients. And I have
yeah,
to agree, like I really do love our team. We've got an
yeah,
amazing team.
yeah,
And they're very heart and soul. And I know, if you don't know, I've been working in the industry for a long, long time.
yeah,
And
yeah,
it's amazing how, we've got this beautiful team that are so heartfelt. They're
yeah,
really, when you talk to them off air or even just, when you're talking to them in general, their genuineness for their clients is what stands out the most.
yeah,
Now, I've
yeah.
been waiting for Kathy now. I just want to give you some feedback. Thank you, Nikki. It will be Mum's birthday on the 3rd of September, so I will be visiting
Yeah.
her. My brother-in-law would be there with my mum, so
Oh,
you were
that's
right
better.
saying
Yeah.
brother, yeah. Mum, thank you so
I'm
much
seeing
for the
purple,
reading.
purple
So
flowers.
that's darling, yeah.
Yeah. Whether or not
And I,
she put them there last time, but she's acknowledging that.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's so beautiful. Okay, so we got Shakti. Where's Shakti? Come back here, Shakti. We've only got a few more minutes, so I am going to pop on. Oh, where'd you go? It's gone now. Come back here, Shakti. I don't want to hide. Oh, it's there. Okay. Shakti, liked and shared. Hi, Shakti again. Hi, ladies. What will my future husband be like, please? And thank you.
The first thing I'm hearing is he will be an earth sign. I want to highlight he's going to be a Taurus, like Ray, like you, very
Just,
grounded. I'm feeling he's internationally connected. So whether or not he travels a lot, but I am seeing a lot of travel, he will be well traveled. Very
yeah,
funny. And I
yeah.
feel she's very funny too. So I feel she's got a lot of, sarcasm and wit and charisma. So I feel he'll just be smitten with her.
Oh,
Um,
lovely.
yes. I want
Mm,
to say by July next year, I'm seeing she'll be in a serious relationship. If she's single now, I'm seeing July. So if there's
So
any
we'll have to
trouble,
get a photo sent, won't we, Shakti?
hey,
We'll have to get Shakti to send a photo of her and a man.
yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely.
I love it. That's a beautiful read, Nikki. And Shakti, look, again, each and every Thursday, I can never thank everyone here enough for just one being with us in this
Yeah,
hour and spending, time to get to know our beautiful psychics like our wonderful
yeah.
Nikki. And what's your pin, by the way, Nikki?
9907. I think
9907.
oh
So that
seven
should be, so write that down for anyone who wants to have a reading with Nikki later. Instead of
should
trying
come
to
up.
remember, just 9907. Is that correct? All right. We've
Yes.
only got like 10 minutes, not even really that left
Yeah.
of the show. Now, I always love to, please feel free to have a little drink, darling.
Oh,
You
thank
know,
you. I will
and
apologize. It's just the night air. It's very cold here. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Well, I'm on the Central Coast, so I'm a lot further north. You're down Adelaide, it must be cold.
All right.
But
That's where I'll be moving to. So I'll be moving to that direction next year.
yeah, oh, that's lovely.
Oh,
You'll
I
love
can't
it.
wait. Yeah.
Okay,
Can't
so
wait.
yeah, so I always like to ask our beautiful
Yeah.
guests, you know, if there's three things to help people all around the world, and I
Yeah.
gave you one earlier, but if there's three things and or three words or three mantras, whatever, three things that you can give to our wonderful audience tonight to take home and to work with, to understand, or to open up to, what would those three things be, my darling?
The one thing I have to always state to practice is letting go
Good.
and really being open to love. And I always say to people, whether you've grown up with a dysfunctional family, there's hostility with other siblings in the family, or because that always happens a lot, is just really letting go and try and looking at perspective of like on a soul level, just knowing that, separating yourself from the 3D, having that anger and that resentment towards people and rising above it and just knowing, that person, it's always the teacher and the student and the student and the teacher. We're always forever, learning and receiving at the same time. So I always say that's my motto with life: teacher and the student. Always the teacher, student, and always the teacher. And I feel like we just have to look at that in every dynamic in life, in every way, because I know that a lot of people tend to not let go. Oh, he cheated on me and things like that. But as soon as you let go and just know that you're worth a lot more and just knowing that things will work out for the better and just really, and I always practice it. I have to do it daily. Is put this little circle of white light around me and imagine expanding through my house, through everywhere that I want to go. And whatever you have in mind is just watching that light just expand to what you want to set out to achieve, whether it be a new job or a move. Just imagine that light extending. And I just know that once you step in that space and let go and be of love and just really let go, because it's very hard, because my mother is still learning to let go herself, you'll find that you'll just have this major shift in your life. And people will come to you probably to have guidance because you're kind of having that shift in your energy. Yeah.
And people feel it, don't they? They really do feel
And there's
it.
a lot of people out there and go, why do I always attract people that need healing? It's because you're a healer,
Yeah.
it's because you're here
But
to help.
that's also about discerning
Mhm.
when you
Yeah.
need to, when you don't. Sometimes a healer, some of the greatest healers
Yeah.
like the monks that in silence, they can be the
Yeah.
greatest healers, but they don't need to use words
Yeah.
to heal, you know?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so was that one thing? So that was letting go. What was the other two things?
um, Stepping into your heart space, just really being of love, and that can be through heartbreak and through a partner cheating on you, and
Mm,
feeling a lack of that. I don't deserve love anymore because someone broke my heart. Just really step into that space here, and I always say, always knowledge is power. So forever learning, keep reading. That's probably
great.
one of the three major things that I go through life is forever and being a good listener. But I always say the more you learn, it just opens up your knowledge to a lot of things. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
and
being with
that
love.
willingness to do it, isn't that right, darling?
Yeah.
Just be
Yeah.
willing to learn and grow and be a
Yeah.
part of life's mysteries, in the good way,
Yeah.
positive way, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wow. And I always like to share something with the audience, and I think one thing that stands out for me tonight is, just know you're worth it, and you don't need another person
Mm.
to tell you you're worth it.
Yeah. And
You
this
just,
moon, the
yeah.
eighth with the portal, I'll tell everyone that's watching, I am a full-on manifester. If you're out there and you're wanting to manifest that job, I always say, calling your loved ones and you write, I believe and I want to have this by this date, like really write specific things. Trust
Yeah.
all, come to me. Right, by this date, I will get this job that I'm seeking. By this date, I will sell the house. By this date, I'll have this amount of money and really set that intention and you will receive it. Because I wrap it up in rice. I
Ah,
tell people I write
yeah.
my list to everyone. Okay, I light my candle. It's a green candle, and I pour a figure of eight over the with the wax, over my writing, and then I fold it. I wrap rice inside a bit of cinnamon. Okay, it's just some good little energies there, and I set it. I burn it out in the when we've got the new moon, and yeah, things have really come into fruition for me. This portal is
Beautiful.
very very. I mean, not everyone will want to do that, but I want to say, not everyone wants to go out and, dance under the moon. But I would say if you can do that, do it this on the 8th. It's a great time. It really
Yeah,
is.
'cause the 8th of August is a really crucial time for
Mm,
the
yep,
spiritual realm of things.
yep,
So for those of you who don't understand, it's a very beautiful time for you to reconnect with yourself, but on
yep.
a much deeper level. That's just putting in a simple way.
Yes, and receive, and receive.
Yeah, be willing to receive the love and the
Yep,
blessings and the goodness of life. Even
yep,
though there might be a lot of chaos out in the 3D world,
yep,
energetically, there's a lot of goodness coming in
yep,
energetically for people. So the more that we open up to that, the more we
yep,
can, be blessed
yeah.
with many, many things. All right, so we've only got 5 minutes to go, and I'm going to do maybe one more
Gratitude.
reading,
Yes,
and we're
yes,
going to,
yes.
and you've done amazing, darling. You've done quite a lot of readings.
Lovely.
So thank you so very much. All
Yes.
right. Okay. Let's go back here for a moment. And my dog's being naughty. I can hear him, but you know what? You'll have to just wait. We'll go to. Oh, here. Okay. I think I don't know if Lisa. Loved and shared. Can I have a love reading, please? I am single. Thank you.
Mm. Okay. First thing I'm picking up, Lisa, it's going to be an air sign. I don't want to say, I want to say it's either a Gemini cusper, going to the edge here, could be, I feel like Gemini cusp, I feel very strong air energy. Lisa, I don't know if you've got a connection to real estate or something that will be in property. I'm feeling very salesy energy, Lisa. So I feel something that's going to come in. I'm also hearing a P. So there could be a pole or a P initial, okay, because I'm just getting this. Okay. P and a J, right? These two initials down because it will be of significance, whether which way and how way it wants to come in. But I'm feeling very salesy energy because I'm seeing in a corporate grey
Mm,
pants and white shirt. So it makes me feel real estate. Could be
yeah.
conveyancer, could be something in that industry, but he's definitely in the corporate space. But
Yeah.
definitely very soon. Very soon.
That was so beautiful. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
darling, we cannot thank you enough here at Psychic TV for your amazing
Yeah.
talents and just your amazing loving energy. Nikki, I will say goodbye to you now so I can
Thank you,
just do the
darling.
wrap of the show.
Yes. Yep.
I don't want to really, but I know we're going to run out of
Oh,
time.
we can have a chat about
Darling,
everything.
you
Yeah.
have been an
Yeah.
angel, and you
Yeah.
know, I
All
really
right,
do hope
darling.
that our viewers outside of tonight's
Yes.
show also come and connect with you online, whether it be tonight or tomorrow night,
Yeah.
or just check out when Nikki's on. We all have in our
Yeah.
bio roughly when we're on. I
I've
say that
got
because
set times now. I've got set times now.
yeah,
So with Amory. So it's all
doing
changing.
really good.
Yeah.
I
Love
haven't,
it.
fortunately.
Yeah. Yes.
But all right,
So
my darling, it's been an absolutely pleasure.
thank
Thank you,
you.
thank you
Lovely.
for
All
all
right,
your
darling.
lovely energy, and thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll see you again soon. Come back soon
I'd
and
love
see
it.
me. I've really
Thank
enjoyed
you.
tonight's show with you. Thank you,
Bye,
Nikki.
bye everybody. Bye.
Bye. All right, everyone. We are wrapping up the show, like within 2 minutes. Firstly, I want to say a big heartfelt thank you to each and every one of you who have been here tonight with us, shared with us, liked and shared our page. Please remember, when we like and share our page, it's more about reaching more people to be able to be of assistance on whatever level. Now, we always have psychics on at Psychic TV International who are online now. I'm not going to go through their list, but don't forget we've got our wonderful Harry T on Saturday at 5 p.m. He's always on. He's always mixing it up. I love that because that's Harry T to a T. And for me, well, I'll be back at the same time, same place. I don't know if it'll be the same face, but I'll do something different. I have no doubt. So thank you, thank you, thank you. If you didn't get a read tonight, don't worry, everyone. We really do try to, get as many reads as we can done, but we've got to look after our guest, I guess. So have a lovely night. Thank you for all your warm and welcome messages, everyone. You are very blessed, and I do hope you have a beautiful week. And